Let's get it all going up there. And this will be so much better. Because right now there's just loads of CO2 all over this place, really. So I do need that filter to deal with that. But otherwise, it's a basic waste gas. Should be pumped back into this system. Though, that being said, honestly, this path shouldn't lead here. Because I know it's not CO2 at this point. Oh, well, actually, no, sometimes it will be. If it couldn't fit up into this area, it will have been. It's honestly just redundancy to an extreme degree over here. Not a good sort of redundancy, really. Okay. Nevertheless, it is what it is. It is actually pumping this through the incredibly warm water in order to try and get it to heat up. Because over here, this CO2 is only like 70 degrees. But by the time it gets over here, it's like 90 odd degrees. Redundant, unnecessary redundancy. Yes, indeed. Nearly Sky, hello, how you doing? Let's speed things up just a tad, though. Right, there we go. That is moving much, much better now. There is a constant flow. I approve of the constant flow. Also, the saves. Oh, these saves. Oh. This should mean that from now on, my slicksters are going to get a fair old bit of food. Which means we're going to get a fair old bit of free oil. Happiest of days. There we go. Everything seems to be going okay down here now. Things are slowly, little by little, getting better. Though, actually, one thing we can't do here is I'm just pushing. If I've got stuff from the molten slicksters, it's going in here. But I do believe petroleum will still break this if it interacts with it. So, I'm going to break that. We will then build a filter over it. When that's gone, we'll still insulate the pipe because honestly this stuff is hot. We're going to take this straight up. Oh, actually no. We'll take it across and up because otherwise it's going to get in the way. Take this all the way up here and then straight across. Like so. Make sure that's made of igneous rock. Pop. There we are. We'll also need a little bit of power. Don't use iron for it. Come on now. Unless this is made of iron. Is it made of iron? No, it's made of copper. Good. Alright, let's bring that down. I've got a copper volcano. I shouldn't be making wire out of iron. Doing great. I get to watch an Aavak stream. One of my favourite games. Well, I am actually really, very strongly considering starting up a series on my main YouTube channel of the Spaced Out DLC. Where I'll be able to use lots of cuts and stuff to be able to progress time around and things like that. It's still very much a potential right now, rather than a guarantee, but we'll see. I am very keen on the idea. But the thing with these, unfortunately, and this is true of a lot of series, the people who like the game are really dedicated to the game. But the wider audience, Oni is a particularly... if Oni was a cell, as in, you know, not a prison cell, like a cell in your body, Oni would be a very Minecraft, okay, you've got a cell in its very basic form. It's a membrane, around some bits inside. I mean, you know, it might be able to convert a little bit of, you know, some basic gases and liquids into a little bit of power. It's fine. It can osmose really, really well. A very thin cell wall. A strong bump might kill it. Then you've got Oni. Its cell wall is silica. You need an incredibly great deal of force to puncture through that cell wall and actually get to the gooey, juicy greatness that's inside. Oni has evolved to be safe. Keep Oni safe. That is how Oni has evolved. It has spent enormous amounts of energy on having an incredibly robust defense. Sadly, it does mean that, again, whilst the people who like Oni would be very, very dedicated to a series of Oni, the wider YouTube audience would be less so. And that would have ramifications. So what would Oni's mitochondria be? What would the mitochondria of Oni be? Like, what cell will Oni have eaten and pressed into indentured servitude? That's the thing. What game does Oni bully for energy? I mean, I say bully. It's a symbiotic relationship. The game that Oni swallowed gets to be safe and, you know, get food delivered to it. It doesn't have to fend off all of the other games. However, it can never really truly blossom into its own game. It will forever be Oni's fuel source. What game would that be, chat? It's an important question. I leave it to you to decide. Oni ate Terraria. I'm sad to say, no matter how dedicated you are to Oni, Terraria to Oni is a multicellular organism. Oni wouldn't even stand the slightest chance. Oni would 1000% be X-alived by accident by Terraria. Terraria wouldn't even mean to eat Oni. Terraria would just be minding his own business and Oni would bump into it and accidentally be absorbed. Terraria might not even notice. I do appreciate the sentiment, though. Some very, very, very staunch Oni fans in chat right now. Most other lesser-known Klei games. Oh, okay, yeah, that fratricidal consumption. I can get behind that, sure. Oni ate its brothers and sisters. That Mark of the Ninja. Okay, so Oni absorbed Mark of the Ninja. Mark of the Ninja now has to produce power for Oni. Noted. Right, how is the, how's everything going over here? Still waiting on that deconstruction down there. Let's get that done, shall we? So, Aavak, you're saying that you share all this oozy gooey greatness with us. Suspicious. Oh no. Chat, hypothetically, if you were a cell and your mitochondria started to become self-aware of its situation as being your mitochondria, what would you do? What's the like 5-step solution to this predicament? Asking for a friend. What can you even do? That's actually a very good point. That's a pretty good point, to be fair. It's like, well, look, it's awkward for both of us, but we can't get out of this. There we go. Need that made. Allow them to unionize. Ah. Chat. I approve. And as a British person, a country where, you know, we didn't violently suppress our unions to the point that they now don't have any teeth. You've made me happy with this statement. That's right. We shall support the glorious unionization of the mitochondria. Right, now, I would like this to be petroleum. There we go. That should fix this problem. We are still going to have a couple of bits that are going to cause problems, but, you know, it'll just be a thing that happens eventually. That needs to be made too. With the mitochondria in the smooth muscle cell and the mitochondria in the liver have different unions. They might do. They might do, yeah. That is fair. Because, you know, you could go with a sort of a general catch-all union. And maybe for the ultra-niche cells, that would make sense, you know, because there wouldn't be enough mitochondria in those cells, because there wouldn't be enough of those cells to really have the kind of negotiation power you need to be able to bring to the table to you know, drive forward workers' rights. So maybe having those niche cells kind of have a kind of an umbrella union makes sense. But for something like the smooth muscle, you've got a lot of those cells. I think they would benefit from having a specialist union specifically for them. Because they're going to be better able to negotiate with a mind to the particular problems that the mitochondria of smooth muscle cells face. Yeah, no, absolutely. Brain mitochondria part of the management. No, I'm gonna say in an unseen twist, it's actually the feet. Ankle bone specifically. The ankle bones are actually in control. No one sees it coming. They're kind of the shadow rulers. They don't want to have to deal with all the nonsense of getting blamed for the bad decisions, so they just kind of lurk there, pulling strings here and there. Thank you very much, Love12, for the bits. That's incredibly kind of you. How's that water just dangling like that? I mean, you know, if this was a low-gravity environment, that would actually make a lot of sense. It's just the way the game visualizes that sort of stuff. So, ankle bones controlling things is a twist on the expected. Aha, I've been found out. I thought I would slip that one past you unnoticed. Alas. Right, how's everything going down here? Oh. Are we not really filling this? Oh, we're not. Interesting. It seems that at the moment we're not actually getting enough wastewater in there. I mean, that's probably going to fix itself with time. We've got a lot of places wastewater is coming from, but that does mean that our thimbleweeds aren't really growing right now. But I think that's okay. We should be fine with it. Oxygen. Oni physics makes no sense. Are you only learning that now? I've literally got a power plant that generates more power than goes into it over here. Oni physics is basically like what you'd get if you took an artist representation, like we're talking like a court artist representation of physics, and then passed it from 4chan to something awful forums and didn't allow anyone to use the original digitized version. They just had to keep grabbing the one off the other forum and then reposting it in JPEG back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about a few thousand times. You can vaguely make out what the physics used to look like, probably. Maybe. But that's about as close as Oni physics actually has any relation to real physics. It's a glorious mess. But it is the most glorious of messes. Like, it truly is fantastic. Is no one able to get down here and do this? I don't know. I am a little bit concerned, because we're eventually going to get to a point where we're going to just straight up run out of power. Oh. We recently had some impacts. Nice. Oh, and our ship is back. Hooray! Right, okay. Flip the button. Chonk. You're free! You may leave. Like, I need the Wii! So bad! Oh my god! We did have some meteorite impacts in here, though. Sad, sad, sad. Bad sads. We may as well just get in there and dig that up. I could put in a... Really? Why is an atmosphere over here? I could put in some robo miners, but I don't think I will. Get those ladders rebuilt as well. It probably landed just at the same time that the impacts were going off up top. Annoying, but it is what it is. What? It's Oni time? What a holiday treat! I'm glad you think so. I love it when people say something like that. Actually, there's a lot of deliberation that goes into deciding what I'm going to stream at any particular time. So, very, very glad that you're so excited for this. Right, on that note, need to go to skills. Where are you? Shelly, needed to have this. And then this also. There you go. Oh my lord, your morale. Why? Shelly, why? Oh my goodness, what happened? I mean, you... well, actually, you know what? You've probably been stuck up there for quite some time and I hadn't noticed, so... Okay, no, that's fair. That's on me. A pipsqueak. We don't need one, but I'll take one. Oh yeah, this is more than weekend. Yeah. Yeah, we're a very high number of episodes on my segment. We're just taking our time for sciencing, playing around. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on with this. I'm not playing this in any kind of speedrunny elaborate way, or anything even remotely approximate to that. We're just having fun. Okay, we're putting up all kinds of stuff down here, but that's not quite what I want. Alright, okay, so, chat. Gonna need to press you on this one. Should we get a cap for waste gas at the top here? I'm kind of in favor of the of having a pair of pumps right at the top, like a little hood, just to catch any an atmos sensor to indicate that the gases there aren't oxygen, and if so, pumps out. I think it's probably wise. Because eventually we're going to have something up there. Eventually. Parrot's Kitten, thank you very much for the 21 months. Only a few more for a second-year best year. Indeed. I think we should, yeah. Okay, so... I need to stop this leak. It is causing me issues. But to stop the leak, I need to stop it at the source. So, time to stop it at the source. Priority 8. Go! Enjoy your job. We're not going to be able to do it there, I doubt. But we can do it all the way along here. And all the way along here. Once that's done, finally we'll be able to make some progress with that. I am... What was this? It's a steam vent. Well, we're not... How hot does the steam come out? Yeah, there is an end goal. We're going to try and get to the... all the way up to the temporal tear. You know what, chat? I think I really should just build this into a steam room. It doesn't need to be particularly elaborate. I just need something that will be able to grab maybe even a single steam turbine and literally I just dump the water out. At 500 degrees, I will need self-cooling. No, sorry, I will need automatic cooling, rather. So I wouldn't even be able to vent it, like, with a pump, because the best pump... Oh, wait. Could I make... Ooh... Alright, so our rocket... Is there anything in there? No, nothing is in there. Good. Did we get another... Oh, every time that opens up, of course, I am going to need... We built this rocket silo when there weren't any asteroids anymore. Of course. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to take care of that then. Tonk. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is I will actually have to have some robo miners in here, but I can make them of steel. Niobium, there we are. Overheat temperature plus 200. 500 rather. I could make a niobium gas pump. I don't have any farty dupes at all, no. And natural gas, I believe, rises compared to oxygen. But, yeah, if I can make some niobium, I'd need an awful lot. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't, would I? I can already make a niobium gas pump. So 575 degrees. I could literally just pump the gas out and pump it over to one of my other gas rooms. Oh, natural gas sits above CO2 but not O2. Okay. So yeah, I think we can absolutely make use of that then. In that case, 100% just set up a little room, maybe get rid of like 2 of these, set up a gas pump, insulate it completely, have that gas pumped probably up here. I'm going to say this seems like the most reasonable one to send it to. Up straight across and just vent it out in there. That being said, this room is kind of full of everything, so maybe not that one. Where else could I send it? Which other... I could pump it... Oh, actually, I could pump it into my thermal brick. Everything in my thermal brick is okay up to 200 degrees. But I feel that we could probably run the gas pipe down here along the water's edge and then just output the gas up there. But we'll see. We'll see. Regardless, though, I do need a robo-miner up here, so let's get some steel robo-miners. Where's steel? There we are. Nope. Forgot the button for rotation. One there. There. And then I'm going to need to hook this up to power. How much is on this? Potential load is actually quite high. But part of that is the potential load of opening and closing these doors is high. That should be fine. I hope. Is this iron? Wow, I used iron for these. Well, to be fair, I get iron from... Okay, yeah, so... One of the other reasons why I was quite sad that Meteorite stopped is it's basically a free source of iron, gold, and copper. So, not having them kind of sucks. But having them is kind of awesome. Right now, we're grabbing any... Oh, that shouldn't be still pumping out. Why is it still pumping out? This is in tune. That's fine. Why is that gas being released? Consequence of this... Huh. I need to slow it down entering on this side. Why did I have the gas running like that? I believe there was a reason. I believe there was a reason why. Because I'm basically recycling the gas in here, but... The fuel, the rocket this fuel uses is steam and some iron and oxalite for its boosters. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I've got this built in such a way that the gas on this side will yield to any steam entering from that, so that's fine. I'm just using this to cycle temperature, I guess. There we are. The temperature kicked in for just a moment. Effectively, I'm using the petroleum running around this circuit is equalizing the temperature of the room, like leaching out the temperature of the room. By the time it comes back in on this side, it's 150, exits at 150, goes through this room, dumps a load of temperature into the gas, into the steam in there, and then exits back out a lot colder, and then picks up more temperature again. So effectively, I'm using this to recycle the steam that I'm using in the facility here. There we go. Nice. Though I do worry a little bit. It's generally okay, though. The only other thing that I could do is I could, when this is down, shut these doors. I suppose it doesn't hurt that I allow gas out, but if this is closed, I'd kind of like that to override the door system. So because I'll only extend this gantry when someone is in here. When the rocket is docked, so I don't need this to be open then. That way I preserve the gas and thus preserve the heat and then be able to recycle the heat into power, so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. How would I achieve that? If this is green, then that shouldn't be green. I could do that by using a simple AND gate. Right about there. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to do a snip snip right here. And then we want an AND gate. Sorry, a NOT gate down here. This is a mechanical lock, so it doesn't actually use any kind of automation signal, so I'm safe to build that. Run this up, and then run that up, and then build an AND gate. So it needs to be both safe to be open or overridden from a rocket coming in. Oh, or do I want to give it priority there? I'm going to assume that I'm not going to be a dummy and activate this bridge whilst a rocket is out. I know. There are risks in making that assumption. Quite bold risks. Nevertheless, we're going to do it. How often do you wish you could leave in-game notes for you to explain what a setup or system was? Oh, all the time whenever I play this game. It's like, and the problem is, it's not so much of an issue if I have played it recently and then I just came back to it the next stream or something. But when it's gone several months since the last time I played, yeah, that's a little bit more of a pain in the backside, frankly. Come on, let's get the rest of this done. Wait a sec. What? On. Wait. Why am I making... I'm making my automation wires out of steel. It's fine. It's fine. These are very, very... top shelf automation wires. Creme de la creme. I use ribbons finally in an airlock. It actually runs quite nicely with the different channels. Oh, that's actually really cool, Nightly Prophet. That's really super. That's really... Of course, yeah, because... Yes, I use the automation wires out of steel at top. I didn't use them down here, but I did use them up there. That makes... Yeah, right, okay. That makes all the sense. Yep. That makes sense. Am I working on any project for the base? Yes, currently I'm waiting on the dupes to do more work down here. And they are slowly getting there, to be fair. I love how it's mostly our artists there. Like, everyone else has forgotten to build the base that's going to be their wonderful, you know, paradise. Except our artist, who's like... Just... It's become their passion project. Everyone else has forgotten that this even exists. They're too busy doing other things. But our artists are back and forth, you know, just decorating it and, you know, chatting to each other. And it's like, oh, it's going to be great when we move down here, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. This is going to be my room. Ah, no, I like it. I see what you did with the art there. This one's going to be my room. Ah, nice. I like what you did with the statue. Where's Bilal going to go? And then they just both kind of snicker because obviously Bilal's not going to live there because Bilal died. The artists believe. It's going to be so great. At this point, it's going to be like a birthday present to the other dupes who are just going to completely forgotten. And then they're just going to be like, Sorprende! And the other dupes are like, oh my god! I forgot we were working on this and you finished it! This is amazing! Keep steel reserves, Aavak. I've got 10 tons of steel. I'm not worried. 17 tons of copper, 89 tons of iron. I should really add... I've got 10 tons of plastic, too. Gold. Got 22 tons of gold. I want niobium. 55 kilos of niobium, and that won't last long. Where am I making the niobium? How is my niobium made? Where am I doing it? I don't remember. Was it something I made down here, perhaps? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Copper volcano just erupted. Yay! I can now watch it happen. Whoop, whoop. We have tamed this copper volcano. It gives us both power and copper. Oh, that's right. Niobium is brought back from a star. But you can turn it into something else. Now, the only big problem I have with this is we've got... Some of this is obviously massive amounts. But some of these are tiny, tiny amounts of copper. That one's fine. But there are some which are like absolutely... tiny, tiny packets, and they, or they were. Maybe I've dumped them. But they never trigger the sensor because it has to be over a kilo for it to trigger a sensor, or at least over a gram. It might be over a gram. So it never exits because this this bridge down here is looking for if the temperature of this drops. You know what? I'm gonna actually drop this down even lower. I'm gonna say, if the temperature here drops below 120. Oh, no, 150. Because I'm dumping it out the moment that the temperature of the copper in here isn't hot enough to keep this running at maximum speed. As if that is going to somehow leach the heat out of the rest of the copper in here. But honestly, as more and more copper gets added, the thermal capacity of this room skyrockets. So realistically, if any of the copper is below 200, most of the copper is going to be below 200. Yeah, that's right. I need to make thermium. Is what I need to do. Can I already do that? Refinement. Have I got molecular forge? Here we are. Okay. Process rare materials into advanced industrial goods. Rare materials can be retrieved from space missions. Duplicants will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. Power 1.6 kilowatts. Duplicant operation. Heat 16,000 duplicant thermal units. Overheat temperature is 75. That's fine. We're going to make it out of steel. Build it up here. What's in there? That's gold. That's crazy amount of oxalite. Let's go ahead and build the refinement over here. Molecular forge. This is a big boy. Wow. Ultra chunk. Actually, maybe I should... Ooh, I should build this in my thermal brick. Realistically. I'm going to have to make room for it, though. I had all of these batteries in here, not because I needed them, but because I felt that it would be... well, these ones I do need because they control which power plants are turned on and which ones are not. These ones because they help me melt... vaporize the water a little bit faster. But realistically, most of this is just to fill space. So let's go ahead and add in a molecular forge around here. If I pop it there, I need to get rid of the batteries above it. Shame, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'll pop it right there. So it means 3 batteries worth need to go. Get those done first. Also, how are we doing over here? Do I need any more gold? I doubt it. Oh, I need lime. I think we're probably going to have to set up a ranch for poke shells at some point. As much as I don't want to. I love how these are slowly but surely getting rid of the enormous amount of stored materials that used to sit there. Ever so slowly. Ever so surely. Realistically, I should just dump everything into one tiny little pool. It's kind of what's happening over here, really, when you think about it. Like, there is so much stuff in here, I don't even know. Cooking it as fast as we can. Well, code for food. The game has changed even more than this. I'm playing on basically a legacy version that's been updated with some of the updates for the latest version. But it is still a legacy version. So as you can see, the way my power plants work is the ribbons tell them how low my batteries are. Ribbon number 1. Ribbon number 2. Ribbon number 3. Ribbon number 4. This one activates if my power drops below 70%, and will stop at 95%. Ribbon 2 will activate if my energy drops below 50 and will stop once it's risen above 80. Ribbon number 3, below 30 and above 60. And ribbon number 4 will activate if my energy drops below 10% and will shut down at 40. Now, in terms of the ribbons, I believe this one, if I just bring that up, there we go. So this is always active. That is based on if there's just enough heat in this room. Then that turns on. But this is ribbon number 1 here. So at number 1, my spare hydrogen gets burnt off. At number 2, my spare natural gas gets burnt off. If I'm running really low, so if ribbon number 3 has been activated, so at that point, what was it? It was below 30%, and it'll keep running until 60. It'll activate my petroleum generators, which it has done just now. But it'll only turn on my coal generators if I am absolutely bottoming out my power. What's a ribbon? It allows you to send 4 separate signals along the same wire. Hey, Aavak, first time in a while to be able to catch one of your streams. Hope you and everyone else are well and had a great Christmas. Cheers. Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. Same to you, mate. Uh-oh. Show me. Oh. Why did you get out without your suit? Why have you gone into the industrial furnace without a suit? Why are you made of dumb? Move to a place where you're not going to explode. Well, okay, explodes may be a strong word. You'll definitely get extreme burns, but I don't think it's quite hot enough to cause the water molecules inside your body to explode. But still, pretty bad. You idiot. My lord. Why are my buddy buds not planted as well? Get them buddy buds planted. I didn't go to the effort of making sure that every single duplicant in this colony would never have any problem with allergies, so that I would just not have floral scent around the place. I want floral scent everywhere. Gold amalgam, I'll take it. Until we get the new base up and running, I can't take more dupes, sadly. Oh, I bet I know what happened. A worn suit, maybe? I don't know. So this is the best version of Oni. It's a legacy version in that it's got the original kind of massive single asteroid with rocket ships that go out and automatically bring back stuff kind of version. Spaced Out takes the big asteroid and makes it a small asteroid, but you can literally go to other asteroids. So you can have multiple bases on multiple asteroids.